Oklahoma Baptist University.
Oklahoma Baptist University.
Oklahoma Baptist University.
Oklahoma Baptist University took a direct hit.
It took a direct hit from tornadoes that blew through central Oklahoma.
This was the worst natural disaster in the more than 1 century history of your school.
Every major building was significantly impacted, including our 2 most historic buildings, Rayleigh Chapel and then Shawnee Hall. The good news is buildings can be rebuilt, but we're most thrilled that our safety protocols were effective and we incurred no injuries or casualties. We've been overwhelmed by the support and the love for OBU. We've seen the entire community pour in and say, how can we help? Our students have put on gloves and they've been joining in. Our alums, our faculty and staff have joined in the cleanup effort. So it's been incredibly inspiring to see the love of a community surround Bison Hills.
We have this God-given capacity to care for other human beings, and it's when tragedy strikes is when that really comes out of us.
It would have been very easy and very understandable for you guys to just say, you know, we got to deal with everything right here. We can't help anybody else right now, and that's not what happened.
We had administration, there were faculty, there were students that were working right alongside us, and they just wanted to be a part of getting their campus back to normal.
If you think about it, you know, in the recovery of that first week, I really believe it's through Dr. Thomas's leadership and some tools that we put in place to help the communication that we were able to unite to this common goal and achieve milestones along the way that led to the bigger success.
As we watched the campus get cleaned up, you could hear hope and you could feel it.
The significance of the loss was great, but there was a sense of thankfulness that there were no real injuries on campus or in the community. So what a blessing in the end that was the case.
The verse that was coming sort of to our mind through that was, you know, Psalm 46:1, that God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in times of trouble. And that's exactly where we found ourselves. The Christian author Max Lucado said, peace is not the absence of storms in our life. Peace is what you get in the storm. And that's what we experienced in the middle of the storm itself and then the storm that followed, the aftermath of the destruction that occurred that night.
He's setting us up to say, hey, I'm letting you know some stuff is gonna go down. Some hard stuff is gonna happen, but I'm setting you up to let you know that I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere, but peace is the person of Jesus Christ. And I think how gracious of us in this scripture that he sets us up to know it's gonna get hard, but he's not going anywhere.
Leadership at OBU casts this great vision of this is a once in 100-year opportunity. And so how can we make this campus be propelled, the mission of the OBU be propelled into the future?
Well, I trust that they will benefit from the improvements that are going on across campus, but I also hope they take from it a vision of how you respond when there are storms in your life, because there are inevitably going to be storms in your life.
The beauty of it is wherever any graduate from OBU goes, you're going to be involved in a community somewhere. You're going to live in a community somewhere. You have an opportunity not just to help through your local church or those things which you do, and that's wonderful, but our community needs us too.
I think they can begin to see and that we can show people that you can make a difference. And these experiences really begin to, well, they stick with you. And you look for those opportunities where I can now go be of a help to somebody else.
You know, and one thing I've heard at OBU was that, you know, we're going to recover, but we're not going to get back to where we were. We're going to go above and beyond and make it even better. I mean, if you look around campus now, look at all the things that you guys have done. I mean, the campus looks amazing. Yes, you can see the scars from the storm, but in a lot of ways it looks better than ever.
I don't know how it's all going to look, but I know who's going to make it all clear, and that's the Lord. And so we're going to trust him. And when you get scared, trust him.
And when you're unsure, trust Him. And when you don't know, trust Him. And we'll get through this together.